Come on, champion. Come on, Jesus. Whatever you do, thank you for the upward.
YouTube microphone check. Kindly confirm once again if audio is now clear. Once again, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, the last time for today, it is the final. It has been only 8 players, but only quality players, and it will have only 2 of them left in this competition. It does not get better than Hazard versus Caesar. Without a shadow of a doubt, in terms of number of competitions won, in terms of number of money matches won, these 2 are Uganda's best players this year. For Hazard, I stopped counting at 6 competitions like this one. Caesar, around 8 or so. For Hazard, 4 money matches won. For Caesar, 3 money matches won, but he has lost 2 money matches this year, and the 2 money matches he has lost have been against Hazard. Yes, did get the boldness to head start Hazard with +6, and Hazard did respond in kind with 2 victories in a race to 21. Hazard normally wears his toughest face when taking on Caesar, but also Hazard has sometimes produced his best game when taking on Caesar. The last time these 2 guys did face off in the competition, it was a weekly comp, it was a final. The table was set, the venue was Amigos in Kampala. The race was 9 and a win for Hazard, which became the 4th time, the 5th time that Hazard has beaten Caesar this year. Caesar has also beaten Hazard a good number of times because the 2 players have made it a habit meeting each other in tournaments like these ones, and many times in the final. Would you remember the hashtag monthly comp? A race to 7 in the final that ended 7-4 with Hazard winning. Do you remember the final of the Dice Lounge Cream de la Cream annual competition that ended in a race to 16-10 with Hazard winning? Do you remember the Kamwacha Pool Center weekly competition. The fourth that Caesar was winning, which ended in a decider 9-8 with Caesar winning. And do you remember the last money match that the two guys did play? After Hazard winning twice, being head started with +6, became bold enough to invite Caesar to Dice Lounge to a money match without a head start with $1,200 at stake, in which Caesar did beat convincingly Hazard. The most convincing of all wins that Caesar has had on Hazard. That one ended 21-10. Since then, twice have they met in competitions, both in finals, one of each of them winning one apiece. But for tonight's final, they have been two quick games won by Caesar on Hazard. And I also want to tell you, without fear of contradiction, that today Hazard is wearing his shoes. He's not playing Caesar on bare feet. Once again, Hazard 0, Caesar 2. Rest to 11 live commentary proceeding shortly. Once again, keep me company, dear viewers. Thank you for flocking these my pages. I don't even want to call them my pages because I don't watch the videos myself when I go live. I want to call them our pages. They serve us all. Thank you for always tuning in. Every time that I do go live, today's matches have been well watched. Final has only 3 games played so far. This is the 4th, and yet way over 1,000 are already watching on both Facebook and YouTube combined. This is the biggest motivation for me streaming these matches live. You won't believe sometimes there is virtually no money attached to this so far. The motivation is the fact that I am doing my passion, and a passion which I share with you, which you prove by going live when I go live. Thank you, Africa. When Hazard and Caesar face off, it is normally very competitive. It is one of these players trying to beat the other as hard as the word hard can be. There is no doubt that there is a point each one of them will always try to prove against each other. Caesar will prove that point not by missing black balls as easy as that. By his body language, I think he forgot to choke his Q-tip. That one will not matter. What will matter is the truth. He's trying to take advantage in this situation. Something has changed between Hazard, which I have to confess that I love. The fact that he no longer wears a very tough face when playing in matches that are supposed to be as tight as these. Early this year, when he was taking on a guy like Hazard or Caesar, he was wearing a face as though he could even box him. Right now, he's calm. He's also composed. And yet, better still, he is shooting well. And that's what matters. A guy that is loved, Hazard, for being a challenger to Caesar, a challenger to Ibra, a challenger to Kasozi. But also a guy that is not so loved by some sections of the fans because of his off-table antics. It's very easy to love, but also very easy not to love Hazard. Guy that has a lot of swag in his attacking play. Always a joy to watch. Always very stubborn in front of his opponents. He makes sure that when he's playing against you, you feel it as he's beating you. And if you have any doubts regarding his quality, watch him. Hazard 2, Caesar 2, rest to 11.
Take your time.
And before I proceed, I want to see some predictions in the comment section. Break and Finish Live Facebook, Break and Finish Live YouTube, some predictions, especially now that it is 2-2, and maybe that it's about to go 3-2, with Hazard having a chance to take the lead, this time coming from back. And what a match we did see in the semi-final between Hazard and the Computer. For me, so far, the best match of the tournament. What I saw, I have never seen it. I heard of such stories in some historical games in the Ugandan pool in years gone past, but seeing it unfold in front of my eyes in real time, someone leading 9-0, and then after 45 minutes, it is 10-9. When it is top player versus top player, that was kind of unique. How I wish it could have ended in a decider. Nonetheless, it was top-notch entertainment between Hazard and the Computer. I want to believe that this match could potentially give us the same kind of entertainment, not in terms of how many consecutive games each one of these guys wins against the other, but the level of play. They could more than equate in the semi-final. Agaba Jensen, Ryan says Caesar will win 11-7. Okay, Top News Media, he says Hazard will win Caesar 11-7. Jainga Yuji says Caesar will win 11-8. Lineon Porter, you think Hazard will win 11-8. Nasazi Shamsa, you think Hazard will win, while Sami Chinyangwa thinks Caesarman will win. Mathebula and Biselo, you think that Hazard is Caesar's Hazard, meaning that you think Hazard will win. That one is a lovely analogy. While Nyombi Kosiana thinks Caesar will win 11-9. Sydney Getui, thank you for watching. Kitaka Alvin, supporting Hazard. Thompson Sukali thinks Hazard will win. Caesar will win. You say Jack Jr. Austin Jr. you think Caesar will win 9-8. While Gilbert Kirui thinks Caesar will win by a decider. And the guy that is being fancied more than he was fancied sometime before has just won 3 games in succession. Lokomo Hazard 3 and Caesar Chandiga 2. Guys watching on YouTube, way over 500, only 60 have liked. Yes, I like to say that liking a video takes a little time than pronouncing the word like. Please like before we proceed watching. It is the least that you can do. Takes no energy whatsoever, and it is crucial for the promotion of this video. And also watching on Facebook, feel free to share it, especially if your friends are Facebook lovers like yourself, but also to sports groups on Facebook, a worthy avenue for pushing this video further and further. Personally, I'll try to crop out the best moments of this tournament and then share them with you on Facebook and on YouTube and on TikTok. Lukwago Abdullah, thank you for watching. You want me to greet all those who are standing there? Okay. Mogwese OJ, you say you fancy this rivalry more than that of Hazard and Ibra? Of course, you see a lot of entertainment between Hazard and Caesar because they entertain both of them as they play. With the Caesar and Ibra, there is entertainment as well, but it's a little bit more of who will win. This one is not just about winning, it's also just about enjoyment. And I believe even by that last shot by Hazard, it is entertaining enough. Nonetheless, gets himself snookered. I want to say one area where Hazard could beat any other player in the country, where he's better than anyone else, could be playing off the angle. The guy is very hard to snooker. Off 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 angles. Something also that he does more than any other person. In a sarcastic way, I'm saying he moves more distance than other players on table. The guy really inspects the table. A very important shot, this one. He'll want to put the yellow ball to the corner pocket, top left of your screen, white ball moving around a little bit. He pots but gets himself just snookered. That will hurt. Kanyehamba Perez, you're wishing Hazard success because you stay in Rochelle where he played very well. Okay. It's one of the 7 tournaments that he has won this year. Hazard became a renowned player way before Caesar, and is one guy that wants to prove to the world that players who became renowned later than him and not better than him. It is something that he has said in the face of most of the players, including Kayanja Ibra, including Kasozi Joseph, and very fondly against Kasozi Joseph. For Caesar, Hazard normally says, well, let us play. And here they are playing. This time, Hazard gets the angle wrong. Caesar playing to equalize. He went 2 games up. The 2 games were erased by Hazard in a quick succession, who then won another to make it 3, and it is Caesar's turn to play catch up. Papa Chando thinks this match will be won by Hazard in a decider. Okay, let's wait and see. Caesar's chanting, fans of the venue starting to chant him through. He told me, Caesar, after winning the National Open, that he feels that his rightful nickname is the people's player. And I felt what he was meaning, especially referring to the very last match he has played with Aiden Joseph in South Africa at Flames Johannesburg, home of Aiden Joseph. Caesar on foreign land, and sharing the funds with Aiden almost in equal measure. It is something that I couldn't believe my eyes, seeing guys, South African players supporting him against Aiden, a mark of how popular he has become as a player and as a brand. As a player, he has equalized here to make it 3-3. Tebaho Mahula, you think Caesar will win 11-9? I want to think, because you are Tebaho, you are either South African or Botswana, eh? In South Africa, I knew a sportsman called Tebaho Mokoena, but a very popular sportsman nowadays from Botswana called Letsile Tebaho. And you're asking where this game is playing from? Well, it is very far from where you are. It's thousands of miles away. It's in Kampala, Uganda. David Kamisha, thank you for watching. You're supporting from Facebook, saying Caesar all the way. While Kindy Loki wants me to say hi to Hazard, I will say hi to him on your behalf. Rest assured. Sir Charles Abisai, thank you for watching. You're supporting Hazard all the way from the Republic of Namibia. And please, this match is being streamed on 2 platforms, Break and Finish Live Facebook as well as Break and Finish Live Facebook, with similar looking videos and same exact commentary. If you prefer Facebook, if you prefer YouTube, feel free to watch the match at a platform of your preference. And once again, I thank you for subscribing to all these streaming platforms which I use strictly for African pool. Facebook, Break and Finish Live. There's also another sister page, a smaller page, which was opened just in case something happens to this page. I did open Break and Finish 2. I also did open the Peter Chove Live YouTube page in there. 2020 start of the year. By 2022, the YouTube channel was blocked by YouTube from going live because of music copyright restrictions. The ban did end after 1 year, but by the year, before the year could end, I had opened Break and Finish Live YouTube. That's why I do stream on YouTube on 2 pages. Also, thank you for subscribing to Peter Chove Live TikTok and on that page I get out only highlights of these games which are there and being watched in their thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands. It is why I believe that while this sport pool is not pulling very big rounds in the mainstream media, of course, it can hardly get anywhere near the levels of football or basketball or athletics or rugby or cricket, name it. But on social media, yes, we are somehow there. At least somehow there. Like as we are seeing, we have 1,800 people watching this match on 2 platforms. Very, very, very beautiful. Irankunda Jerusha is asking who are the rankings by the polar station of Uganda do have Caesar in first position, Juan Kamansuri in second, Joseph Kasozi in third, Kenneth Odong in fourth, and Hazard and Lawrence Sengonga in fifth. But I also want to say that the rankings are not conclusive. They are normally based on the events organized by the ranking body. For instance, Polar Station of Uganda ranks only according to events they organize, which are a lot fewer and should be inconclusive. But you are free to have anyone as your favorite player. What is this guy trying to do? Attempting massive shot which gets completely wrong. Opportunity for Hazard to win a fourth here. Probably put Caesar's red ball in his free shot or displace it and then go for a clearance. He chooses to put. Caesar will only be waiting and hoping that Hazard can miss at least a shot. In a special way, I want to thank one special viewer, Sarah Pritchett. You are watching and supporting Caesar from Hartport, Connecticut, in North America. And you say you knew him from Heybo. What a lovely thing, saying that North America is now watching these streams. Thank you, Sarah. And another special way, I want to repeat my dedication of today's stream to a viewer from Colorado in the United States of America, but Zambian, called Rachel Mbewe, who sponsored today's live stream by sending me all the data for streaming these games. Hazard, the guy who is nicknamed The Truth, is leading 4-3 against the Scorpion in a race to 11 in this final. Very determined and very dangerous, very deadly, very lethal today. Hazard 5, Caesar 3. Interesting times these. Caesar versus Hazard in terms of the players, names representing themselves. Dice Lounge versus Roxbury in terms of the management teams of these players. Upper Volta versus Roxbury in terms of pool clubs of attachment and affiliation to these players. Team Hazard versus Team the Scorpion, Advanced Talent Agency against Dice Lounge. And when these comps are played, it is not exactly about winning the money, because the money is not so much anyway. It's about checking your form. It's about testing your level against fellow players. It's about the bragging rights. It's about making your fans, your management teams happy. It's about how ready you are for bigger comps that are yet to come at the latter stage of there. As Caesar is about to go 5-4, be reminded that there are very big competitions that are coming up, the competitions that define these players of this level. Starting next month, international competitions, the Marrakech Top of Ultimate Pool that is happening in Morocco, the city of Marrakech, in October, and then at the same venue, same city, a little later, African Heibo Championships. In both of which competitions, Caesar is expected to be a feature. In November, the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Competition, the tournament that was won by Malawi's Sanford Given Ginte last year, supposed to be happening in Lusaka on the 24th to the 26th of November. But before then, Uganda's biggest competition, which has 2 cars for the winners, male and female respectively, the one which Caesar won by beating Hazard in last year's final, the one which had Hazard shed a tear for the first time I ever saw him. It is having its finals on the 17th of November this year. And then the World Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Competition that was supposed to be happening in December at Queen's Sports Club in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, shall instead be played on the 24th of April 2025. Lots of money to try and win from all of those competitions. The one at Queen's has $10,000 in the prize pot. Even more money for the Grand Mchana Open. Even more money for the African Heibo Championships. Even more prizes in cash and kind for the Ugandan National Open Pool Championships. If you're just joining the stream, it is the final of an 8-man competition that has been happening all day long. Today at DK Pool Arena in Kampala. The protagonists are Caesar Chandega, the guy who is on table playing, taking on Hazard Lokoma. A new rivalry that has been established in the sport. They are racing to 11. The final is not yet even halfway done unless one of these guys wins consecutive frames and makes it a little bit one-sided. But if we are to go to the wire, to the decider, to the divider, we are not yet even halfway there. 5-4, Hazard in the lead. This is trying to equalize. Sorry for that little video hitch for the YouTubers. I believe it will not happen anymore. It was for something due to myself. It is now sorted and sorted in full. Eric Minega is asking me to check for him if Hazard is having shoes. I want to assure you that he's wearing his shoes. Maybe last week he did have a problem. Maybe he had sweating feet or something. I didn't personally take it all that serious. After all, it was something that happened only once in a while. Otherwise, Hazard is trying to win a second consecutive comp in a row against the guy whom he likes to beat the most in Caesar. Caesar wants to play the white ball leftwards, towards around the midpoint of the table. Nothing short of perfection that. And after 10 games played, the match is as close as the word close itself, as Hazard equalizes. As Caesar equalizes against Hazard. Too tight, too close to call. Caesar 5, Hazard 5, rest to 11. Only once in a while, otherwise Hazard is trying to win a second consecutive in a row against the guy he likes to beat the most in the season. So I want to play the white ball leftwards, towards around the midpoint of the table. Nothing short of perfection that. After 10 games played, the match is as close as the one close itself. As equalizes. As Caesar equalizes against Hazard. Too tight, too close to call. Caesar 5, Hazard 5. Rest to 11. Only once in a while, otherwise Hazard is trying to win a second consecutive in a row. He likes to beat the most in the season. So I want to play the white ball towards around the midpoint of the table. Nothing short of perfection that. After 10 games played, the match is as close as the one close too tight, too close to call. Caesar 5, Hazard 5, rest to 11. Only once in a while, otherwise Hazard is trying to win a second consecutive in a row. For today's match, the comment section is perfectly divided. In most of the matches when Caesar is playing, there's a lion's share of well-wishers for Caesar. Today it is a little bit different. Seems Hazard is having a good share of the fans himself, a good share of the support. For whatever reasons, I want to believe that Caesar has his fans, then Hazard could be having the fans of the other players. He'll have that long diagonal yellow ball to try and put to the corner pocket on the right of your screen. It's a tempting shot. Should he get it on target, he will be good to go. Corner pocket to the right with a backspin. Perfect. And the guy really has belief in himself. Re-energized by the deal he did sign with the Dice Lounge family as his personal management. Expect to see more of him. Such tournaments, money matches, moving around the continent, sometimes around the world. But he is leading round the table Hazard this time round, and after 11 games played, after the halfway point of the match, it is the Truth leading against the Scorpion 6-5. And thank you for watching. Oscar Fikani, you're supporting Caesar. Somewhere from Southern Africa, Top News Media, you're supporting Hazard. You're asking him to go and get the win. Key Pixels Photography, my good friend Francis Mukwekwe, media man, always shaking and turning tables all the way from Matabeleland, and as we used to call Zimbabwe back in the day, but he's the main media man from Zimbabwe, making sure that the likes of Eshka and Sakala and Bibito and Maluva and Christine and Divari and all those special Zimbabwean players are having their games publicized every now and then. Very good job you're doing, Francis, for Africa and the world. The only thing you fail to do is to play good pool. As a media man, we as your followers really do appreciate your service each and every step of the way. And personally, for some of the time when I do ask for some help from you, which always comes in handy. Yes, I always like to get some help in private, then I appreciate in public. Chims Kapela Chunga, thank you for watching. Mela Kongomani cheering on Hazard. On Facebook, Patrick Mzarudi cheering Hazard on YouTube. One thing that Hazard has perfected today is utilize each and every opportunity he's getting. Something that Kasozi did come close to utilizing, but not close enough. That's why he's not in the final. Something that Ibrahim Kayanja against Caesar did not do so well in the first round. Something that Hazard has perfected the art of doing. That's why for many, they rate him more or better than some. One thing he has to really work on, Hazard, is try and shine in tournaments that happen out of his own country. Try and expand his wings out of Uganda. Participate and compete favorably in tournaments across the border, most especially in the SADC region. He did have an outing at the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Competition last year. I remember him being taken down in the second round by Maluva in one of his lives. In the other live, if I'm not mistaken, by Inspector. And then at Queens in Blawayo, was taken down in the quarterfinals in the losers category. Also a quarterfinalist. No, he reached the last 16 earlier this year at the Tawi Open in Kenya. Outside of that, on the international scale, he has nothing to show a lot. Of course, he became one of the first Ugandans to participate in Chinese 8-ball, nowadays called Heibo. Shanghai 2019, he was second down in the first round. Here in the country, he has got a number of tournaments, but not those organized by the police station of Uganda. But in comps like this one, he has more than enough. He's also one of the best long racers in the country. In terms of long races, many matches, battles, he has results that speak for themselves. Victories against Joseph Kasozi. He has also twice head-started with Caesar with +6 and won on both occasions. As Caesar makes the white ball speak a little bit of English, wanted to open up the corner pocket near the top end of your screen. It didn't really have to come to pass. Caesar has also, Hazard has also taken down Joseph Kasozi in many matches. He's taken down Clog City. And indeed, majority of other top players wouldn't even dare take him on. What he will dare do is try and win a 7th. And what a level of confidence and shooting and execution from the guy that is nicknamed The Truth. A very interesting nicknames. He says all of these other players are lies, that they are false, and for him, he is the truth. He's now up against the last yellow. With a black in perfect space, a little bit of a problem is the fact that Caesar's red is behind the yellow. If he doesn't play well, the red could intercept the movement of the white ball. Yes, it did, but it didn't intercept the white ball enough. Going for the center pocket. Sometimes he could put this one with his eyes closed. And there we are. Hazard now 7 and the Caesar 5. 9 games to go. Of the 9, Caesar needs 6 and Hazard 4. Caesar. Sometimes Hazard has been in right from the break. Sometimes he has been clinical when given chance. Sometimes he has been punishing Caesar for not putting on the break. He is so far leading and demonstrating every step of the way that his lead is worth it. Well-traveled guy he is, Hazard, having played the pool. Of course, most of it in his homeland, Uganda. Has played pool in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, in South Africa, and as far as China. He has had his fair share of victories and defeats in the sport. He has had his fair share of challenges. It didn't go all his way when he did try out semi-professional pool. He's getting closer with each ball he puts, with each game he wins. Starting to become likely that he could take down Caesar in the second final in a row. He's taking some time to speak to Caesar's, to some of the fans. Okay, I've just been corrected. Not exactly fun, but someone who did have a side stake that Hazard will not get to 8 games. Try to make some noise, maybe to try and distract Hazard from making an 8th. An 8th hasn't come so far. I really can't imagine why Hazard went for power. Use as minimal energy as possible on the black ball. It is the basic thing for even someone who has not played pool for a year yet, that if you fail to pot, at least set the black. He will try to play off 2 cushions, try to find the black off the right cushion. Misses it. Advantage Caesar this time with 2 visits. The last time these two guys did face off in a final, that was played a week ago. It was a shorter race to 9. Hazard went 5-1 up. Caesar found a way to equalize. Hazard went back up 7-5. Caesar pulled the 2 back, and then Hazard won the last 2, making it 9-5. But yet again, Hazard has found a way to lead, and Caesar is finding a way to try and mount a comeback. But to do so, he must win this one and the next. For now, it is 7-6. Hazard still in the lead. And thank you for watching. Aya Susan Fida. You say you love all the guys who are watching alongside with you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for loving them. I want to suspect that you are supporting Caesar. Eric Maz, thank you for watching. You want us to accept that Hazard is number 1? Okay. Eric Minega, you think Caesar will not lose again? We shall wait and see. Top News Media, you are loving Hazard from the bottom to the top. Very strange. Samuel Mashava watching and supporting Caesar somewhere from Southern Africa. Philip Mulwa watching from Kenya. And you're watching on YouTube. Johanna Gumis is always watching, supporting. You say your team Sejemba and you are supporting Caesar. That's a little bit strange. And I'm genuinely thinking it's a little bit strange. You don't support both Man U and Man City at the same time. Dahaf Kokli, thank you for watching. Mira Kongomani. Sandy Lemanyere. Isaac Pizzo. Whitso John Steven. You think Hazard is becoming Caesar's pain? Joachim Changwesha. Enoch Atsegang. Kapucha Mafuto, you're watching from Zambia, supporting Caesar. Julia Soloch. Someone asking, it's a race to what? It's a race to 11. Marisa Sifomakansi. Definitely supporting Caesar as usual. Definitely making a lot of noise in the comment section, hoping that Caesar wins. And then he makes a post tomorrow about the same thing, as if we didn't watch. Thank you for watching, Marisa. Nowadays you have discipline, and you are duly forgiven by Trish Naidu. Dan Kim Kang, thank you for watching. Willie Matsivo. Black Jaguar, you're watching from Lesotho. Rashad Alvin supporting Hazard. Akila Masia. You are watching from Johannesburg in South Africa, and you say you're supporting Caesar. Thank you for watching. And supporting Hazard has this red ball, which he gives himself a natural cut, which drives the white ball naturally towards the top end of the table. Just like that. Just like that. He didn't get it exactly. He used a little more energy than he would have fancied. Bounce, and the white ball off the cushion now gives him a very sharp cut of the red ball, and has not so much control of the white ball. Like you can see, he pots. Unfortunately, he misses the white ball entirely. Foul and the advantage. Caesar. Thank you for watching, Marisa. Nowadays you have display, and you are duly forgiven by Trish Naidu.
watching. Winning with Sifu, Black Chamayoti from Lesotho, Russian Alvin Sapati Hazard, Akila Marseille. We are watching from Johannesburg in South Africa, and you say you're supporting the season. Thank you for watching. And supporting Hazard has this red ball, which gives himself a natural advantage.
Caesar 7, Hazard 7, and what started out as a race to 11 is now officially a race to 4. Officially, a maximum of 7 games left. Each of these players needs 4. The first player to 4 games in the rest of the match will be winner of today's, or will I say tonight's 8-man competition here at DK Pool Arena in Kampala. Sometimes he doesn't have his good days on him. Sometimes he has, but even when they are not, he is never short on producing highlights, and that was one of them. He is 2 good shots away from taking a lead for the first time ever since the first 2 games of this match. How well will he play the white ball? Here we are. Here we are. There we are. He needs a very sharp cut, but the cut is so sharp that there is some good level of difficulty potting the yellow, let alone controlling the white ball for black. Good cushion drive, good white ball control, perfect. Caesar 8, Hazard 7, rest to 11. I love the mind games that normally go on between these 2 players. I don't take that seriously when one of them is about to break and the other inspects to ensure that the rack is correct, the black ball properly spotted in the black spots. Maybe it's mind games, maybe a little bit of distrust between themselves. Because normally Hazard who does it, this time it is Caesar. He needs a big break, Hazard, like he has been for the most of the tournament today. Pots 1 yellow. Leaves an open table with a relatively even split of the balls. You will want to think that you'll have to go for the reds. Use the center pocket red close the table, and then hopefully for him, make a clearance. Not so lucky Hazard is, because two of his reds ended up tangling up each other around one of Caesar's yellows. White ball is also too close for Hazard's liking. I don't think the apple is on now.
Thank you, Africa.
This one will become slow game, tactical and technical. There will be action and reaction from either of these two players. Action of Hazard was to deny Caesar a good white. The reaction from Caesar was a miss. Hazard has that little problem of the red ball near his playing area right now. If you can find it sorted, you think that he will be good to go. And once again, big appreciation, Africa, for ensuring that this game gets the necessary publicity. Excellent publicity. We are now way over 3,000 watching this match live on both platforms, Break and Finish, Facebook and YouTube respectively. There is no better factor to motivate a streamer like myself than you, the viewers, responding by watching the content as Caesar entertains. Thank you, Africa. Just one game opening shot, which is making this frame turn on its head in favor of the Scorpion, now a little bit against the truth. It is 4 yellows, all of them in pretty good space. Yellow to the corner pocket, top left. Yellow to the center pocket near the black. Yellow to the corner pocket closest to screen. and boom, before you go, it will be another game won by the Scorpion. Sometimes he has made himself so predictable because he has done this so consistently and so numerously, sometimes even so effortlessly. Caesar 9, Castle, sorry, Caesar 9 and Hazard 7.
There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. Next one, Caesar. Yeah, that we play one to go. We're going to fly my transition here. Good. Let's go.
Today Caesar is very wary and cautious. He's playing with less vigor than he normally does. It is a sign that he does respect Hazard fondly nowadays, and Hazard has earned his respect not just from Caesar but also from any other player. He has also earned a lot of respect from the fans. He also has earned a lot of support. I want to believe it is very clear and very visible. Sometimes I can even feel it when guys are supporting Hazard, especially when taking on fellow players who really matter. Now, for Caesar, even being Caesar, I want to see how he'll negotiate his path around the two reds that are near the black ball, near that right center pocket. Because he will win or lose this frame depending on how well he negotiates that situation. As though he wants to place the white ball rightwards near the black ball. It has to be said, it has to be done before it is said. I'm not so sure which kind of shooting that one is. Maybe one of the reds can pass to the corner pocket, top right, the top corner pocket. I'm not so sure. From where I'm watching, maybe I was wrong. What A tempting shot, wanting to put both black and red. It will be black in first. He is either wins or loses this frame right now. Oh my god. Speechless. Dangerous. Technical. Mind-blowing. Superb. Caesar. And if you happen to be a player taking on a guy who is as inspired as is Caesar now, how would you continue with the match when your opponent pulls off a frame like that? That was magical. And I want to believe that for all of your time, for which we've been together on this live stream from this afternoon for the last 8 hours, that you guys have been entertained, that it has been worth your time, has been worth your data bundles, has been worth all your effort watching and commenting and liking and following and sharing. And I want to believe that I'm trying to do my best to ensure that I make you have a feel of being at these venues, have a feel of Ugandan and African pool every time I do get a chance to stream these matches. This one is seeming, if played to perfection, like a clearance, which will give Caesar the all-important 11th win, for the victory, for the money, for the pride, for the chance to be called this 8-man, is it Super 8-man winner. Now up against 3 yellows and a black. 2 yellows pressed, positioned in perfect space, one of them not so much. He seems to have gotten himself a little snookered, I'm not so sure. The yellow ball near the cushion to the right can be seen clearly, but the way he's queuing his stance, it seems like a normal shot. It seems he can see the ball. He sees it, but misses it, and Hazard has a chance to play. At least a chance to play. No doubt that Hazard has got the ability to win not only this frame but also the match by winning 3 straight. But Caesar has demonstrated that he can be something else irrespective of his opponent. Hazard has those 2 problem balls, the 2 reds near the center pocket, almost touching each other. He will want to play probably to open them up. It is not easy at all to play any kind of snooker, any kind of safety. A safety shot will do, but you just ponder and imagine which kind of safety shot. And no blame on Hazard for trying to go for this game. Open up the yellows near the center pocket. The reds, yes he does. Yes he does. And gets a round of support from his fans. He has now a chance to play snooker, hide the white ball behind the red, which he does. It is a perfect snooker. Caesar will want to find his yellow off at least 2 cushions the top cushion and the right cushion. If the white ball can avoid the area where the black is, oops, he's going for an even bigger shot off one cushion. White ball curving after contacting the cushion. Almost, but almost is not enough here. Advantage Hazard with 2 shots. He seems not ready for a clearance hazard. Again going for safety. Again playing safety. He's down, but not yet out. He's now in the favorite position hazard, at least to win this game. Unfortunately for Hazard, Caesar finds the yellow. And the way Hazard is playing, maybe he has mastered that point over the table where he can play snooker with no much difficulty. This time deciding otherwise, going for attack. And you want to think that in this situation, he is pretty much thinking about the black ball.
No problem.
Hazard 8, Caesar 10, rest to 11. I've just been reading through the previous comments, the ones which happened about 1 hour ago, and the majority of you will seemingly get the prediction wrong, especially not those who predicted who will win, but those who also predicted what the final outcome, the final score will be. And after that break, I start to suspect, I start to imagine, I start to think, I start to ponder that this could be Caesar's lap of honor. It could be his last dance of the match. The beauty with the match has been the seriousness with which these players are taking the final. Not only how well they are playing, but also how tough they are looking on their faces and how business-like they are making it to seem. Caesar Chandigarh now in an overwhelming favorite position, not only to win the match but also the tournament, and by Apple in the very last game of the tournament, as it could turn out to be if he makes a clearance of this yellow game now with only 4 balls to go and a black which is in space. He will be having a little problem of a yellow ball which is near the center pocket on the right, on the left of your viewing area, and yet he misses. A miss that could be costly, a miss that re-energizes Hazard, a miss that instills belief in Hazard once again that he can win this frame and improve his chances of taking this game at least to a decider and hopefully make something happen when we reach that point. He has 5 reds, 2 of them almost dead, almost frozen against the cushion. He has chance to open up one of them as long as he puts with a big left spin on the white ball. He doesn't need to do that. He believes that he could put that red ball near the cushion on the right to the right corner pocket as long as he gives himself good white ball for the same, but he cannot afford to miss. That is wonderful. While he keeps queuing, while he keeps spotting, while he keeps inspecting the table, while he keeps aiming, he should be mindful that missing could mean game down. And yes, he knows. This is a big shot. Not only has he to pot, he has to grant himself good white ball for the last red, which is near the black around the center pocket. Means he has to do the white ball hit backwards. He has to be on target, which he is not. Hazard is discontented with himself. Caesar is taking this as an opportunity to take down the truth. One big shot here, and it is played to perfection. The little problem Caesar will be having is that the white ball is too direct onto the yellow. He can only put, as easy as the word is itself, giving himself white ball. Try and put it to the corner pocket closer to your screen, drawing the white ball rightwards and on target and rightwards, and Hazard concedes as we come to the end of this tournament. Another one won by Caesar. A second one in succession, a second one in 2 days. This time only 8 players involved after 7 long hours. Today, I thank you for keeping me, audience. Final of today's competition. In the very final itself has been Caesar Chandigarh coming victorious against Hazard Lokoma with 11 games to 8. I wish you a very lovely evening. May the Almighty God bless you.